boating buddies. As you can see by this little disclaimer, sorry this episode's so low. Anyway, most of you already know the plot of this episode, but for those who don't, I'll elaborate. Squidward's trying to have a nice relaxing evening until Spongebob won't stop acting like a stalker, which causes him to drive off, crash into a stop sign, and get pulled over by a cop, which of course gets him to boating school. And yeah, the rest of the episode is Squidward trying to study for a test, Squidward getting beat up, Squidward getting in accidents, until he fails the test and has to retake the test again next week. Now, what I don't like about this episode is SpongeBob's exceedingly annoying, and the fact that he won't leave Squidward alone and keeps stalking him, and of course the notorious face of yeah, I'll stop being creepy. Next! Number 5. Pest of the West. Now, remember my little disclaimer in my first video how I said no specials? This is not a special. This is something that tried to be a special but failed miserably. Now, this episode's about SpongeBob feeling sorry that all of his friends have famous relatives until him and Sandy go to the library and find out that he had a famous ancestor too. Some guy named SpongeBob SquarePants who apparently saved the town from Plankton's descendant. Now what we get here is a flashback about how he came into town, got the job as sheriff, Plankton drove him out, Deadeye drove him out, and Patrick's descendant came back, SpongeBob saved the day, and there's a song which, to be honest, is alright. It's better than most of the songs in Atlantis Scorpantis, but it's no victory at the end of Band Geeks. Next! Number 4. I cannot believe I liked this episode when I was a kid. Seriously, I cannot believe it. To Love a Patty! Now, I don't know what I saw in this episode at first. I was just in the age where anything could entertain me. Now, looking at it, now that I'm older, this episode is just straight up creepy. SpongeBob makes a patty in the shapes of a girl's head and ends up falling in love with it. You know, not to rip off, as to quote Bones Bros Studios, not like an artist loves his work, like loves it in a romantic way. Anyway, there's barely any comedy, and when it is, it's phoned in. Like when a guy wants to eat his shoe, got a shoe in his burger, he's like, I love grilled shoe, and then there's a song. Oh my god. Look up To Love a Patty SpongeBob song, and try not to kill yourself. And, he takes a date to the Patty on the Krusty Krab, and he eats Patty when he's gone bad. Number 3. This is the only tie that's gonna happen in my video, and my second edition video, and my fan video, and maybe all the Legends of Bikini Bottom episodes. Yeah, Trench Billies, the main drain, Curse of the Hex, Sponge Kano, the monster one. I'm forgetting something because it's that forgettable and annoying, and generic, and weird, and unfunny. Like, literally, I've found funnier things under my shoe. Like, come on. At least try to make a good ratings trap, you lazy people over at Nick. Come on. Seriously. Enough with these ratings trap specials. And this is so bad that it went to DVD before it even got aired on TV. It's that bad. Come on. Boating Buddies is better than this. The Love of Patty's better than this. Pest of the West's better. Even Atlantis Scorpantis is better. There, I said it. Number 2. Sorry for my little psychological outburst back there. The Play's the Thing. Whoa, are we in some deep crap in this episode? This episode's about Squidward entering a play and getting it rejected, and he wants to play it at the Krusty Krab. Mr. Krabs wouldn't let him at first until SpongeBob brings up it'll bring money, and he decides to go singing easy time. Until Squidward says, well, there's no singing in my play. And then from there we get a lame slideshow of him setting up the play, performing the play, and Squidward's dreams getting crushed. Am I noticing a trend here? Yeah, this episode's just awful, but not as bad as... my number one, which is... oh, it's gonna be in another video? My dishonorable mention's number one? Okay. You guys expect it in a couple days. Mr. Epico 12 out.